Do these daily lives. Well, I do them almost daily, right? Well, I haven't done it in a couple of days because it was the weekend, right? So, give me a break. But happy Monday to everybody. It is Monday at 6:49 p.m. here in Accra, Ghana. As you can see at the ticker at the bottom, yes, I'm still in Ghana, still doing some things, still on the tour, still have a group, still all those things going on, still, having exciting time and all that. Let me just make sure my stuff is going on. I see I'm live on there. Last week I did this and I wasn't live. I thought I was live on LinkedIn, but I wasn't live on LinkedIn. So I'm seeing if then, yeah, okay, all right. See, now today it wants to act right. Today it wants to act right. So yesterday or last week, last Friday, I did this same thing. And, at the end of it, I'm like, was this live on LinkedIn? And it wasn't. So, but anyway, I welcome comments. I'm going to open up my comment line. So in your little chat box there, just go ahead and make comments. Say, hey, how you doing? Whatever. But like I said, live from Ghana. Be here for another, I think we leave, well, Friday. So I'll be here for a couple more days. Well, a darn near week, right? So been here already a week. No, haven't been here a week yet. Haven't been here a week yet. It seems like yeah, it's a week today. Yes, yes, it's a week today that we've been here. A week yesterday. So, but anyway, it's been all good. Finally got a chance to go out and check out a resort that's kind of in the area. Well, a couple hours away if you want to consider that being in the area. But I did check that out yesterday. No, 2 days ago. See, I'm losing track of my days. So yesterday we flew to another. We did a day trip to another city called Kumasi, Kumasi, and that's about a 40-minute flight from Accra. So it's to the biggest, or I guess the second largest city here in Ghana, which is where I am. Ghana is, for people that don't know, right? I always have to let people know this because some people think that Ghana, they don't know what Ghana is. They think, well, Africa, you're in Africa, right? Yeah, oh, yeah, I am in Africa, but Africa is a continent. Okay, Ghana is a country within the continent of Africa. Accra is where I am now, is the city in Ghana. Okay, so yesterday we went to another city within Ghana, which is called Kumasi. So it has its own vibe, own flavor, all that kind of stuff. So we did some things. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram because that's where a lot of the videos are posted and a lot of the pictures and some of the things that I kind of explain are all on Instagram. So at Russell of Hotels. So if you don't follow me, please follow me there. If you don't follow me on Instagram, Instagram, LinkedIn, please subscribe to my page. Just hit it, and every time I go live, get a little bing. And you're like, oh, that's Russell. Let me see what he's doing. Right? Where is he now? So, but no, I appreciate all the follows, all the comments, and all that kind of stuff. So I do. Let's see what else. But I try to do these lives every day. It's a daily check-in, right? So I try to do these no matter where I am. If I have Wi-Fi connection, and that's been the issue here. If I have Wi-Fi connection, I'm going to do it, right? Yesterday, when it finally came back last night, because remember, it's 7 hours difference between here and California. 7 hours difference between here and California. 4 hour difference between here and like New York, right? Like the East Coast. So we're ahead. I mean, Ghana is ahead of that. So it's 7 hours ahead of California. So when I get back, I mean, it's still, time to, still, you're still in your day for the most part. But this is in the rainy season of Ghana. So Wi-Fi or electricity's been going out, right? And I should have known something was up when the Airbnb, they have a generator, right? So anytime the power goes off, you can just go flip the generator switch and, things come back on. But, that was explained when we, first did the tour of the Airbnb here in Ghana. And then she made a fact to mention that because electricity does go out. She said it hasn't gone out for 2 weeks, but it will go out. So just here's how you turn it on and how you turn it back off. So there you go. So Wi-Fi has been kind of, I don't say spotty. When electricity's on, other than yesterday, the Wi-Fi has been working, but it's not as strong as it is in the U.S., of course. So that's okay. You just deal with it however you deal with it, right? So that's all right. But What was I saying? So I try to do these lives every day. So I'm trying to do it every day that I'm here, just so you guys can see, what I've been doing, my daily check-in. So the same thing I do there at home, I'm doing here, right? So just because you're moving around, you're moving and shaking, does not mean you stop doing your social media content creating, right? I'm still keep creating content. I'm still checking my emails. I'm still responding to emails, regardless if I'm at home or work, because this is still work, right? So, of course, I take hours out of the day to do whatever we're doing as far as, these excursions and learning thing about the history of the area that I'm in, and, dining and all that kind of stuff. We're still doing all that stuff, right? But when I come back in, that's when I catch up on my emails. Like this morning, because like I said, yesterday, we didn't have Wi-Fi connection, but this morning it finally came back on, and I had like 80, 85 emails that I had to go through, right? So, some of them are just BS emails, but probably half of them I needed to, at least give a response some kind of way. But so I still work. Just because you're on the road does not mean. I mean, this is what I do, right? I content create. I'm always in hotels, or I try to be in hotels, things like that. So I went and checked out a hotel two days ago. In fact, it's on my next slide. So let me just show you that one. I think it's on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it is on the next one. So this is the Safari Valley Resort. It's in Ghana as well, but it's on the eastern part of Ghana, the eastern region. Everything's separated into regions, which I did not know. But see, that's part of learning where you are, right? So learn as much wherever you travel. Doesn't matter where you are. Travel and learn as much as you can. About the local cultures of whatever the city, the destination, the city that you happen to be in, the country that you happen to be in. Learn as much as you can, and try to leave, the destination that you visit better off than where you came in. Meaning, you know, utilize some of the local services, or go, dine in the local the restaurants that the locals own or that they frequent. We always want to go to those, not everyone, but, we always look for things that are familiar, and we go to those places, right? Well, try to go to the places that the locals stay in, and, and give some things back, leave some things better than what they were. So we definitely do some things that are off the beaten path. We've gone to, waterfalls. In fact, I'll show you. We did one waterfall several days ago, and then another one 2 days ago. So I guess there's like 9 waterfalls in this area, and, they're spectacular. They're beautiful, and I just want to share them with you. So, but anyway, once again, this hotel. Let me show you that, because that's what I do. I do content creating for hotels. All right, and I'm a hotel site selection person. So it behooves me, because I never know where people gonna want to go, right? There's someone out there that may want to go to Accra or come to Accra, Ghana. So it's beneficial for me to be a resource, not just in the United States, but internationally as a resource. Because last year, a lot of people don't even know this. I did 2 programs in Italy. I had 2 groups, incentive trips that went to where they actually flew in Italy, stayed for several days, and then took a cruise to Greece. So yeah, I actually do that, right? So I've actually done international trips, so international travel. So don't think because I'm from the United States that I'm not, well versed on international travel, right? And one thing, if you know about me, if I don't know it, I'm gonna find it out, because last year I had never planned anything in Italy, right? Then it came up. Client wanted to do Italy, Rome specifically. Well, I had never sourced, or had a contract presented to me from that country, Italy, before. So I call up some of my resources. I called up Marie Corey, who has done business in Italy, and I asked her, say, hey, this is the situation. This is what I have. Can you help me? And she helped me. She pointed me in the right direction. So it's all about, yeah, I'm a resource, but if I can't find something out, I'm going to use my resources to find it out, right? So don't think because it's a different country that Russell of Hotels cannot help or cannot assist, because he definitely can. Okay, so always remember, when you do these lives, or I always remember when I do these lives or these daily check-ins, I let people know 3 things. If there's nothing else you learn, you get the 3 things: who I am, Russell of Hotels, Russell Edmond, my real name. What I do hotel site selection, and I create content as well for hotels and destinations. And then three, how can I help? Well, I just mentioned a situation where I help my clients. I basically take things away from my client, right? So if they're doing an incentive trip, maybe they need to concentrate on other things. Maybe they're not familiar with how to find a destination to stay at, or the contract, or the RFP, any of that stuff. So my job is to take that stuff off their desk and assist them that way, because that's an expertise of mine, right? So I take that, that mundane looking at a contract or trying to do an RFP or submitting that RFP, getting the proposals back from the hotels or the CVBs and all that stuff. So I do all that stuff, make it easy for you. You can concentrate on the content of whatever the program is. And that's how, I'm sure that's how you like it, or that's how the people, my clients, like it as well. So, but I always constantly communicate every step of the way. I copy them on emails. I don't keep them in the dark, because it's important that they know exactly what you're doing and how you're doing it. Because at the end of the day, you are representing that company or that organization or that person, right? So I want to make sure they know exactly what I'm doing and what I'm working on. So always keep them in loop. Keep them in the loop. Always keep them in the loop. So, but anyway, I don't know why I'm singing that song. I don't know where that came from. But anyway, let's see. Let's see. Okay, the next thing I just want to show you guys this waterfall, right? Don't go chasing waterfalls. Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. Remember that? Remember that song TLC back in the day? Anyway, but yeah. So this is called the cinema a cinema waterfall. I had to write all this stuff down because they give me words and names I never heard before. So I have to write. I have like this old book of terms and or site names, like waterfall names or regions and all that kind of stuff. So I want to remember this stuff, right? So it's kind of I have a couple Ghana pages that I've been, like the yellow pages, for information, right? No, these are Ghana pages. So every place I go to, every little, restaurant I go to, whatever, I make sure I write down because I don't want to forget, right? So there you go. So that's the waterfall. That was the hotel. I'll show you that again. And these lives or these daily check-ins don't have to be long. It's just today is going to be just filled with this information, right? So these are some of the things that I'm seeing, and I want to make sure I share. And the unique thing about this property, this Safari Valley Resort that I did not mention, is that they have wildlife roaming around the grounds. It's like 800. The resort, they're in. They call them cabins, so it's individual cabins. I want to say it's like 36 cabins, and I want to say it sleeps 36 cabins, like 75 people or something like that. So 75 people. So if you had a group of 75 people, it would be ideal, right, for this particular place. But it has wildlife like that's roaming around. So 800 acres. They have pools. They have like a court, like basketball court. They have you can rent segways. You know the segways that you ride, upright, and they have them like in Hollywood or whatever. I know they have tours that they do. I'm sure they have segways everywhere, but that's where I remember seeing them. But I've never ridden one before, so I did that. I did the Segway thing. Like I said, there's like wild horses and llamas and all kind of little wildlife that's roaming around the area. Nothing wild that's going to attack you or anything like that. So, unless llamas attack you, they probably spit on you or something like that. They have emus. They have koalas. Is it koala? No, no, wallaby. They have some wallabies that I saw as well. So obviously they're not indigenous to this area, right? So they had to get those from somewhere. But there are, the animals are rather docile for the most part. They're not gonna, maybe I guess maybe you piss them off, but it was cool. Everything was cool. But it's kind of has a unique flair. It has its two different restaurants as well, and I mentioned lakes and things like that. So it's a lot of, waterfowl. I think there's some, cows and that kind of stuff on the property as well. So very interesting. So of course, if I'm going anywhere, I got to find hotels or resorts to share with you guys. I wouldn't be Russell of hotels if I didn't do that, right? So there you go. And then the last thing I want to talk about, let me just show you the waterfall one more time. And then last thing I want to talk about is boom. It's okay to tap out. What does that mean, Russell of hotels? It means that okay, we since we've been here, been on the go, like nonstop on the go. Early days to late nights, right? And that's fine. Well, before the trip, I made it. I mentioned that hey, there's a couple days. There's some day I want space in between these days, right? Meaning we'll go like 4 days and then I need a break. I don't want to do anything, right? So I tapped out today, right? So we didn't have anything scheduled as far as tours were concerned, right? So this was like if you wanted to go maybe shopping on your own or looking for what do you call them? Um, Trinkets or what am I trying to say? Souvenirs. If you wanted to go find souvenirs and things like that, or go to the market, the regular market, you could do those kind of things today, right? So it was kind of an off day from the mundane stuff that we were doing, which is great, but it's just it's a lot of stuff, a lot of information, a lot of moving around, a lot of traveling. So I didn't go anywhere today. So it was an off day, but everyone else said, well, we're going to go to the beach and this and that. We're going to relax. And I said, no, I'll relax here. Okay. So it's okay when you're traveling to tap out and say, you know what? I need some me time. Even though this is, part of it's vacation, part of it is work for me because I'm still gathering information about this destination because, like, once again, I'm a resource right now. I don't know exactly who along the line is going to ask me questions about this destination, and maybe they want to come here one day. You know what I mean? So it is partial work, it's partial time off or a vacation or however you want to put it, but it's okay to tap out and say, you know what, I'm not going to do anything today. I'm just going to maybe I washed some clothes or whatever and just kind of hung out at the place at the Airbnb because I haven't been here. We've been on the go. We just been using it as a place to sleep for the most part, sleep and shower. That's it. But today I said, you know what? Tap out, wave the flag, the white flag. Like, you know what? Hey, I'm done for the day. So it's okay. So if you do a lot of traveling like I do, or just kind of moving and going within your everyday, your business life or whatever, it's okay. Even if you travel for a living, you know what I mean? It's okay to say, hey, to space out, maybe attractions or things that you want to see or things that you want to do or things that other people want you to do. It's okay to put out a schedule, say, hey, this day is a me day. I'm not doing anything. I'll see you the next day, right? No hard feelings, nothing like that. You just map it out. Map it out ahead of time when you're going on your if you travel for a living, right? That's fine. Even if it's just a travel day, that's still working, right? A travel day is meaning you got to get up early for the most part and get on a plane and all that stuff. That's not resting, right? You need a day just to yourself to say, I'm gonna veg out. I'm gonna watch Netflix. I'm gonna wash clothes. I'm just gonna sit here and just chill. I'm gonna drink some palm wine, which I've had palm wine. Just in case you didn't know this, palm wine like from a palm tree. I guess they tap into certain palm trees and it produces this type of, they call it wine, this type of drink, which is 100% natural. They don't add anything to it. It comes out as fairly sweet for the most part. I had it out in the jungle, right? So out in the jungle, out in the bush, so to speak. And it was room temperature, which it was still good. I said, but I bet this is good with if it's been chilled. So he gave me a bottle of it. I brought back, and he said every day it ferments. It gets a little stronger. The alcohol content, because when you first get it out, there's no alcohol. There's no alcohol in it, or if there is, it's very little, a small percentage of it. But he said as the days go by, it'll get stronger, it get more potent. So I'm like on day number 3 or 4 now that I've had it, and it's been in the refrigerator. So today I just kind of chill with this palm wine, and yes, the alcohol level has gone up because I was drinking a little while ago. I'm like, I'm kind of buzzed. I got me a little buzz going on here. So palm wine, right? So it's okay to tap out, wave the white flag, and say, "Hey, I'm gonna take me a me day for me. You guys go do what you want to do, but this is a day for me. I'm gonna sit here and drink my palm wine, watch some Netflix, which I watched today. I had to finish this. If you haven't seen Arnold Schwarzenegger, okay, there's a documentary just came out. I don't know, a couple of days, last week or whatever. It's about his life, right? So when he started to, to where he is today, it was kind of cool, right? So I mean, it goes through his political career, his acting career, his weightlifting career. A lot of people don't remember that Arnold Schwarzenegger was a Mr. Universe or bodybuilding guy, but I didn't realize that he was bodybuilding even back in Austria. I didn't realize that. I thought that he didn't start that until he got to the States. So it was an interesting documentary because, like I said, I followed, not followed him, but I've been watched, Terminator and all that kind of stuff. Of course, who doesn't know the Terminator, right? So it gives a kind of a glimpse in his, of his history here in the States and how he got started and all that kind of stuff and determination and all that stuff. So if anything, you should just check it out for that. But check it out, yeah. Arnold Schwarzenegger, I don't know what it's called, the history of Arnold Schwarzenegger, the documentary of Arnold. I don't know, I don't remember what it's called, but it's a good one. It's on Netflix, so check it out. So that was one of the things I hadn't finished. It's only three. It's three episodes, right? So it's one of those mini series. So it's three episodes. I watched the first two, and then I said I hadn't watched the other one. So that's what I did today. So I finished the third one. So there you go. So it's okay to tap out, wave the white flag or whatever. So it's okay. So get your stuff together. You know what I mean? Get your head together and then attack it the next day. So that's what I plan on doing. So that's it. So once again, I do these lives or this daily check-in daily. Tomorrow may not be. We're traveling tomorrow to another place, and I don't know what the Wi-Fi situation is there. So more than likely, I'm gonna say I probably won't do a live tomorrow, but that's okay because I'll have the next day. So Wednesday I'll probably resume, but definitely won't do the show on air with Russell of Hotels that comes on every Tuesday at 1 o'clock California time. But we'll resume these lives, these daily check-ins when I can. So once again, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys supporting me and watching me or doing whatever you do, making comments or whatever. Do appreciate it. This is live on YouTube, live on LinkedIn. So, and I do another live on Instagram as well as all my postings as far as this trip and other content creating or other content that I have created is on there as well. So check me out. Follow me here. Follow me there. Follow me everywhere. So anyway, you guys have a great day. Good evening. Well, it's evening for me. It's 7:11 here, but I guess it's like noon there, something like that. So anyway, have a great day in LA, or on the East Coast, wherever you are. Russell of Hotels out. Well, I think so. Where's my button at?